Hi, this is Annette from Real2 Designs. Since most of our products are templates that can be easily edited using the Canva program, which is a free program that most people use, I thought I'd do a quick demonstration on how to use a template. Now, normally the templates are provided via a link in the thank you PDF that you download when you purchase any of our template products. Here we see an example of what you'll see when you click on the link. You'll see a brief little snippet of the template itself. You'll see the Real2 Designs was shared with you, and then you'll see the Use Template button. So we're going to go ahead and just click on that. Now, whether you have a free Canva account or a paid Canva account, you'll still see what I'm seeing here. Here is the template that I'm sharing with you. Now, it's really important to remember that before you make any changes at all to this template, you have to copy it and rename it so that you don't actually touch the original, because the original is shared with other customers. So we don't want to touch the original because then all your changes will disappear. You want to create your own copy. So we're going to go ahead over here to File on the left top. Scroll down where it says Make a Copy. Okay. This is a copy of a copy, which is fine. So we can easily go ahead and just give it a new name. And we're going to call this self-promo flyer. Done. Now I know that any changes that I make to this copy of the flyer, my self-promo flyer, are going to be permanent because it's my file on my Canva account. So quickly, we're just going to show you how easy it is to switch things around, to maybe change colors or change text. You can see everything is highlighted. All the text is highlighted so that you can easily change, customize things around. Now, when you have something like this, you see that the thinking of and the selling seems to be up here in one block. That's easy to do. That just means that they're grouped. So you can go over here to the three dots. If you look here on the top right of the menu, these three dots in the white, not here. These three dots here in the white. The reason why they appear as three dots is just an extension of the menu, is because my screen size is, I'm just doing this on my laptop. Normally when I work, I have a much larger monitor that I'm working off of. And then those three dots, it just extends the menu out, you see. But since I'm just working on my laptop, I'm just going to click on these three dots. You see, now I have the extension of the menu. And we're going to go here to where it says Ungroup. Now you can see that the group is broken up, and I can select and move the selling text anywhere I want. Okay. So say we want to, instead of black, we want to change it to, I don't know, pink. Nope, let's say gray. We can go down here, maybe choose a different color. Oh, that looks nice. A different color gray. Now, you see you have many color options. If you have no experience with Canva, I would strongly suggest you look up a tutorial. There are a million tutorials about how to use Canva on YouTube. Okay, so because we changed this color, I'm going to go ahead and change the color of these backgrounds. So let me just make this a little larger. Here, see? Now how it outlines the box rather than the text. Again, I'm just going to go ahead, and now Canva is great because it remembers the colors that you used last and it puts it at the top here. Do it to this one, to this one, and one last one. Okay. To change text, you just highlight by clicking it, and you can add or delete anything you want. We're just gonna say, oh, this was a testimonial. Of course, you can add, you can delete any testimony you want on here. Now the stars, I would keep them grouped because it's a pain to try to move them individually. So as a group, you can move them together. All right. The text inside is very easy. Very easy. Say we only sold, I don't know, say 135 sold, and we'll keep this the same, whatever. You're obviously going to want to put your truthful sales numbers. Now, if you are a newer agent and you don't have a lot of sales, go with your office numbers. What is it? What is your office location, your brokerage done as a whole? I mean, maybe they did 3 million in sales for 2021. I'm assuming they probably did a lot more than that, but you can use those numbers instead. This name, see again, now this is the font, Jimmy Script. This is the font. You can change that just by clicking this little down arrow here, and it gives you a whole range of fonts that you can, you can use. Let me see, say we want something, how about this one? There. Here's the name of the font, and you see it's an instant change. I can also make this larger simply by pulling these little white circles here at the corner. You can see here if you pull the little tabs in the middle, it just makes the field larger or smaller. If you make the field smaller, the text will drop down to the next line, you see. So say we want actually something like this, right? But there's just too much space between the first name and the last name. Well, that's easy to fix. If you go here under spacing, you click on that and you can click line spacing or letter spacing. But in this case, we're going to want to make them a little closer together. How about that? And there you go. You can easily change out this image. Any uploads, you can easily upload your images onto here, from your desktop or your laptop, wherever. Put your image and just plop it right in there. Also in the elements are great. Elements are where you get things like rectangles, where you get stars, any kind of shape, any kind of graphic, circle, heart, you name it. They even have animated graphics as well. So all you do is search. On here you can search rectangle, you can search, see they have a rectangle with outline or a block, and you can change the color to anything you want. They have things you can use as buttons. See, like this one, you can use as a button. If you wanted to convert to, say, to a lead page, you can easily do that, by the way. Let's say we wanted to go ahead and put a button in to convert this as a lead page. So I'm going to go ahead and use this button just by clicking it and dragging. Okay, obviously. All right, obviously it's not the best placement, but I'm just trying to, here. I'm just trying to show you. Actually, here, let's move this up here. an example. Definitely not the red. We're not going to use that. We could use a pink though. And then we can insert text. I'm going to say, how about just a little bit of body text there. I'm going to say more info. Now there are two ways you can adjust the size of the text, either through here. Right now it's at 24 font size, and just by clicking the minus or the plus, adjust the size. Or I can simply, again, see that little white corner, I can just drag it and shrink it that way, or make it larger if I wanted to. Okay, it looks like it's centered. I don't like that font, so let's go ahead and change that. And I'm going to use bright. There you go. Okay, now what if I wanted to put a link? Okay, obviously, what good is a button without a link, right? Well, if you go right here where it says link, it lets you put in the URL right there. You just cut and paste your URL, and that becomes a link. So there are lots of things you can do, but this is basically, let's get rid of this now. This is basically something that I wanted to show. Oh, another thing you could do if you wanted to move things around. Say you didn't want this whole thing on this side, you wanted it on that side. All you do is you take your cursor, and by holding down your mouse or your keypad and dragging, you'll see that an outline appear. And as you drag down, you'll see that it's highlighting all the other text boxes and the rectangle. So as soon as I lift my finger off the keypad, I've now selected that whole section. And what I can do now is, on my Mac, I have a Mac, I hit Command G to group it, or you can just click the three dots and hit group. Now this whole thing, see, can be moved around as one block instead of individually, saving you a whole lot of time. When you're all done, all the changes you make here are saved automatically. I would always suggest that you create, you place your marketing into organized file folders, which you can do on Canva. See, save to folder, and then you name, your projects, where it will give you a list of the folders that you've already created, and you can plop them into any one of those. Also, to download, say you wanted to just print it out, you can download as a PNG, a JPEG, a PDF standard, or PDF print quality, which is a higher quality. An SVG, you can animate this if you wanted to. I'll show you that in a second. Or save it as an MP4 video. Once you animate it, it will give you, this will be your only option. Or GIF. So real quick, let's go to animate, and it'll show you real quick what it'll look like. So rise, looks like that. These are all the options that you have available to you, just with one single click. That's all it takes. Oh, by the way, the options that have the little crown, those are for the Pro. It's an upgrade. It's not the free version, so they're not available to you if you have the free version, but if you have the paid version, they are available to you. But still, even with the free version, you get a lot of different options available to you that look really nice. And save it as an MP4, put it on your website, put it on your social media, and you're good to go. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this quick little tutorial. This is Annette from Real 2 Designs, signing out.